Well, today is the day for one of my loofahs. It is ready. It has dried, and once you can hear the seeds inside, it is ready to be peeled, collect the seeds, and use as a loofah for showers, dishes, whatever you want to use it for. The good thing about growing your own gourds is you can pick out the biggest, the best that you like. And this one for us is probably, I'm gonna probably cut this one in half because I don't necessarily need it this big. And a third would probably be too small. So I'm gonna probably cut this one in half. So let's peel it first and see what it's all about here. The good thing about growing your own gourds is you could pick out the ones that you like, the biggest or the fattest or the whatever. It's your gourd, right? I've got some of those in there, like what you call that right there. But that's what's making it tough, is those little strips, sort of like beans, like shelling beans, I guess. But it's gonna give up here in a minute. It ain't gonna last long. I also want you to notice how dark this is on the outside. It had molded, and I think that's okay that it had molded. It's not perfectly brown or pretty brown. It's different browns across the gourd at different places. And as I open this, I'm looking at it and say, well, it looks a little moldy in here at places. And I think it's going to be okay. It's just an indicator of what's going on environmentally with this gourd. Hear that? Seeds are falling out. Look at all those seeds in there. How many gourds do you think I can grow next year from them? Quite a few. Quite a few. Gonna save the seeds for later. Just come pouring out of there. Maybe I'll take this and get that small end off with my scissors. Noting that the small end probably going to be harder to get seeds out of than the big end. I can continue to shake it. There's still seeds coming out of here. And I believe what you can do is just squeeze this in different places through here, and seeds are going to dislodge. They're going to come out at the end. I can still hear seeds in there. I'm thinking this thing still has some drying, but here again, if I cut this in, let's say half, it's going to be two big loofahs, but I'm okay with that. I believe I'm okay with that this year. And the good news is I've got others, and this is one hard sucker to cut. Oh, looky here now. Look at all those seeds in there. Thing's still full of seeds. Still got seeds to go. If I would just take a wild guess, I've got in the neighborhood of 50 seeds off of one gourd. 50 seeds off of one gourd. And I think I planted three or four seeds last year to give me 4 plants, let's say. And I got somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 or better. So each one of those seeds is going to produce at least, let's say, 4 gourds. Got lots of seeds, lots of gourds in my future. So here on the back of the old pickup truck, I've got 3 distinctive categories here, three distinctive piles. One is my outer shell. I'm going to use that in my compost pile. the actual loofah that I'm going to use. I'm going to bleach that out here in just a few minutes to make it look cleaner instead of so brown. And look at all of those seeds. Ooh, it's going to be good. I got plenty of seeds for next year just off of this one plant. So I take my seeds and I put them in a bag. You can't really tell on this bag, but I've written on here Luffa seeds from 2021. That way I remember, because I have a tendency to forget. Okay, the last phase to make these usable is to take these loofahs, and you see they're just a little brown. There's nothing wrong with that. You could use them at this time. But Mom said take some water, and that's probably, what would you guess, a gallon of water there? And she said add some bleach to it. I don't know how much bleach that is, but that ought to be plenty. Take that and soak these in here for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, if I can get them to stay underneath the water, that is, they should be, I believe they'll stay that way. They should be bleached to the color that we would normally recognize a Luffa Gourd. Look at there. Another seed's already coming out. Seeds just keep coming out of there. And then a scant 20 to 30 minutes later, they have cleaned up a little bit. You see they're not quite as buried in their color. They're more of a sandy color, I guess you'd say. And you see seeds are still coming out. I may leave this in here for a little while longer to let more seeds come out and get it totally on the end there. It's a little bit more. Look at there, still got seeds in there. And a cat. The final result, pretty impressive to me. They come out pretty clean. I gotta tell you though, there are still seeds down in these gourds. I don't know if I'll ever get all the seeds out, but that's okay. Thought I'd put a different color here to show you the contrast between my black coffee mug and the gourds. But they turned out great. They got some great texture to them, and I believe they will last for years.